Welcome to the Chiropractic Personal Injury website. Let me give you about 30, 60 seconds about what's on the website, what you can find, what are services involved. So let's start with the marketing part. We offer 14 very specific marketing systems. Obviously, some are way more effective than others. Some of the absolute single most effective marketing is personal injury attorney educational sales marketing. That's the #1 program that will increase your practice $250,000, $500,000, $1 million. The second most effective personal injury marketing is our personal injury medical doctor referral program. Those are the two big ones. So if you really want to increase your income significantly, $500,000, $1 million or more, that's the systems right there. And then we have all the other systems which involves communicating with your existing patients. That becomes important, and past patients, because 2% of those are in automobile accidents every year. They have a 7% circle of influence. We have what's called insurance videos. When patients Google your particular personal injury insurance, you come up. We'll have also website videos. We'll have YouTube videos that are very specific when they put in specific conditions like car injury, accident chiropractor, or back pain chiropractor, things like that. And then that's SEO, and those come up. So you'll find about 14 specific marketing systems, and they include even pay-per-click. And I go into the pros and cons, whether you should do it, whether you shouldn't do it, and then if you do it, how to do it to increase its effectiveness the most. So check that out. We got 14 marketing systems there. Again, if you're wanting to do serious business in personal injury, my clients that do over $1 million a year, they pretty much just focus on the personal injury attorney educational sales marketing we do. That's where 80% of all the personal injury cases are. Then that takes us over to the documentation, and that becomes real important. So you can check out the website there. I go into the details of all the categories of documentation. There's about 5 major categories of documentation you need to know. You need to know what's called the top 5 financial driver categories, the 4 categories to defend the case, the 4 types, the documentation that'll determine one of 4 injury awards, whether it's a low ball offer or high value injury award, the documentation that determines 4 potential injury awards, from medicals to impairment to pain and suffering to need for future care, and then how to convert the documentation into those injury awards. So those are the big 5 categories, and of course it has all the supplements, how to use functional capacity indexes, impairment indexes, how to give impairment ratings, all of the components that are important to a personal injury case. So check it out, and then we have the 2 other systems that are real important, which is how to write a narrative report. That's the single most important document, especially if you're working with attorneys. We have what's called a 12-step formula for a narrative report that tells the story logically, sequentially, and it essentially becomes the single most important document that the attorneys use for their injury award when you, the doctor, actually do these 12 steps. And then that takes us to the narrative report. So the narrative report, we have a deposition and narrative reports. We have a 25-step formula, and this is the formula that we use to never lose a case in court. And we explain, and we actually share with you why. So those are the 4 big categories with personal injury. There's a lot of little categories, but essentially there's you've got the marketing, you got the documentation, you got the narrative report, and then you've got how to do depositions or trial testimony. You can find this all on the website. It's all in detail. Click on whatever it is you need. And be sure to sign up for our free personal injury seminar with the video newsletter that I give training tips and personal injury tips. Be sure to sign up for that, and you'll be staying in touch. So we look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, just feel free to give me a call. You can email me, text me. It's right there on the website, the text number, the email, phone number. Feel free to give me a call. Be glad to talk with you and help you with your personal injury portion of your practice. And again, it doesn't have to be all personal injury. You could just be wanting to add a portion of personal injury to your practice, because it is typically, personal injury is typically the largest case average that you'll do in chiropractic. So, and by the way, the personal injury attorney educational sales marketing that we teach, that is the single most profitable marketing that you will ever do in chiropractic. Because it doesn't cost anything. You have to have knowledge and skill, number 1. But as soon as you essentially sell the attorneys, you get all the referrals. So it's unlike advertising. It actually works, and you get their business from there on. Many times, it's up to 50% of the time when our doctors do this, the attorneys ask our doctors to be their expert witness. That's where it's at. So we look forward to hearing from you. Check out all the categories of the website. By the way, there's also a lot of testimonials in there. A lot of our doctors have increased their business $250,000, $500,000, $1 million a year. It's all right there. And there's a lot about me. Again, I'm Dr. Paul. I've opened 77 offices in 20 states, past speaker in 3 chiropractic colleges, authored 10 books now, donated over $500,000 to the chiropractic profession. So just check it all out on the website right there. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'll be glad to talk to you.